as far as the projects are concerned that were deleted from the programmed appropriations of the 2024 GAA, Mr. Chair, are for the rail sector. We have the Metro Manila Subway Project, and we also have the North-South Commuter Railway System.
Tapos ang next question ko, pumayag tayo? Kayo, pumayag kayo? Yun yung tanong namin eh. Ano ba yung mga binaba? Tapos unfortunately, ang tawag pa ninyo dyan, flagship projects. Kaya nga nasa NEP ninyo eh, nasa program ninyo eh. Binaba sa standby appropriations, contingent funding, flagship. Tapos ang next question ko, pumayag tayo? Kayo, pumayag kayo? Ganun ka-critical yung inyong department, in-establish natin eh. You make our lives safer, more comfortable. And yet, our flagship projects, pinababa natin. No, okay, bakit ko hiningi yung slide 4? Kahit slide 5, yan, slide 4, slide 5, meron kasi kayo sa report ninyo, Secretary, allotment received, unprogrammed appropriation. So yun pala eh. Yun na nga. So tanong ko sa unprogrammed date, ano expectation ninyo na, ano yung inyo dyan? Ganon yun eh. Di ba ganun nga nangyari ito, Mr. Chairman, from your NEP na programmed appropriations, na mga lines, merong binaba most likely, pinababa sa unprogrammed appropriations. Yun yung tanong namin eh. Ano ba yung mga binaba? Tapos unfortunately, ang tawag pa ninyo dyan, flagship projects. Kaya nga nasa NEP ninyo eh, nasa program ninyo eh. Binaba sa standby appropriations, contingent funding, flagship. Tapos ang next question ko, pumayag tayo? Kayo, pumayag kayo? Ganun ka-critical yung inyong department, in-establish natin eh. You make our lives safer, more comfortable. And yet, our flagship projects, pinababa natin.
Mr. Chair.
Please identify I think the minority leader is interested. Yung mga flagship priority programs, dapat nandun sa program operations but relegated to unprogram. Please in writing, but briefly siguro kung ano po yung alam ninyo na mga na-relegate doon sa program.
Mr. Chair, we have a list here, but maybe we can put together with amounts and submit that amounts to the Senate. But as far as the projects are concerned that were deleted from the programmed appropriations of the 2024 GAA, Mr. Chair, are for the rail sector. We have the LRT Line 1 Cavite Extension Project. We have the Metro Manila Subway Project. We have the MRT Line 4 Project. We have the PNR South Long Haul Project. And we also have the North-South Commuter Railway System. For the road sector, we have the Cebu Bus Rapid Transit Project. We have the Davao Public Transport Modernization Project, the EDSA Greenways Project. And for the aviation sector, Mr. Chair, we have the New Bohol Airport Construction and Sustainable Environment Protection Project, the new CNS ATM. And for the maritime sector, Mr. Chair, we have the Maritime Safety Capability Improvement Project Phase 1 and the Maritime Safety Enhancement Project. And finally, we also have as support to operations, the Infrastructure Preparation and Innovation Facility, or the IPIF. These were all put in the unprogrammed appropriations, Mr. Chair, and the only foreign assisted projects we retained in the 2024 GAA are the MRT3 Rehabilitation Project and the New Cebu Port Project, Mr. Chair.
Yung last statement nyo, yung dalawa lang naiwan sa programmed. Okay.
Yun lang, dalawa lang po yung foreign assisted project.
Yeah, dalawang foreign assisted projects na iwan sa program, and then ilan yung binanggit mo? Foreign assisted din lahat naman yan, di ba? Yes, ilan ang binaba?
13, Mr. Chair.
1-3. Okay, 1-3. Okay, pero more than half na tayo ng year eh. So fina-fund na ba ng unprogrammed yung 113 na yon? You're getting funding from the unprogrammed?
Mr. Chair, we've obtained SARO for most of these projects, but only as to the loan proceeds portion. For the GOP counterpart portion of these foreign assisted projects, we've only obtained so far just one out of our many requests to the DBM, because it requires a declaration of excess revenues before the DBM could release the GOP portion.
Yeah.
Si Senator Mark Villar.
Just a quick clarification. The GOP portion is usually for right of way. So assuming you've gotten released payments for the ODA portion, paano nyo implement yan kung wala rin kayong pambayad ng right of way? I just want to be clarified with that.
Mr. Chair, usually on our projects, some construction can proceed while if some certain lands have been handed over already, some construction can proceed with respect to the lands already obtained and given to the contractors.
Yes, pero yun na nga, napakita natin na okay, the entire project kasi is moved to unprogrammed, therefore ang sabi ng DBM, explanation ng DBM, standby appropriation subject to the dati tatlong triggers, ngayon apat na, but then pag dumating si loan proceeds, release siya as loan proceeds. Yung pala ang bad news, siyempre may government counterpart, they come from the other triggers, not from the loan proceeds. Tama eh. And then sabi nga naman na report nyo, most likely they're used for acquisition of land or payment of right of way. And then therefore, logically, since flagship infra to ninyo, so logically may tatamaan dyan na meron nang na-release na loan proceeds na hindi aandar ang proyekto because the counterpart for the GOP counterpart was not released. Therefore, dyan napasok ngayon yung ating favorite ni Senator Nancy Binay, commitment fees. Tama. Pasok yan, di ba? Although yung commitment fees, as I've learned sa mga budget deliberations, medyo generic word yan. It covers the penalties for delays, but sometimes even if there's no delay, there are some commitment fees still to be paid. So yan ang nangyayari. I think si Secretary ended his presentation here by asking the cooperation of Congress. Di ba? Ano ba yung last words yun? Cooperation of Congress. So tanong, did Congress cooperate for year 2024? Kayo, grabe yung trabaho ninyo. Grabe, kabarid ng subject matter ng ano mo. Did Congress help you in 2024?
They help us partially po. Because we were able to get some funds also. No? But kulang po talaga yung funds that were given to us. No? In fact, one of the GOP counterpart is yung pong mga taxes, no? Yung VAT. We pay contractors coming from the loan proceeds, no? Sila binabayaran na nila yung tax, but we were not able to pay them VAT, no? And they are claiming interest and financing charges for those amounts that they have advanced.
Daming, ganda yung presentation, Secretary, na ang daming implications. Maraming implications, so...
Mr. Chairman,
yes.
with the permission of our minority floor leader, ano yung partial help? What was the partial help that you received?
The one po that was given to us from the program appropriation. Dung last year, the one given to us is only 40 billion pesos.
So for this year, yung saan program nyo, wala pa kayo nakukuha?
Meron naman, no? Meron naman po.
Meron na.
Meron naman.
Siguro, Mr. Chairman, they can submit.
But not GOP po. Yung we got the unprogram from the loan proceeds, but not the government share. No?
Hindi yung counterpart. There was no
Government.
counterpart dun sa nakuha nyo.
Opo.
So technically, tuloy-tuloy yung bayad natin sa commitment fees because we didn't comply with our share.
Madam Chair, there are a lot of implications of not getting the GOP counterpart SARO. One of which is we are in danger of possible prolongation costs if these are land acquisition. These are meant for land acquisition that is already procured with a contractor, and we haven't given the land yet to the contractor that that opens us up to possible claims